Here they are. I just thought I'd ask. Is it 7 now?
Yep, we're good to go. Michelle said we're good to go.
I am.
Make sure you got volume. Linda,
You're fine.
okay. Welcome to the new year, January 2017. Hope everybody had a prosperous holiday season and a prosperous new year. We will call the meeting to order. And we will, before we go to anything, before we go to the approval of the minutes, we will have everyone take the oath of office.
Raise your right hand. I, Gary Stern, do solemnly swear
And Gary Stern, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Minnesota,
I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Minnesota,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of St. James,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of St. James,
and to faithfully discharge the duties devolving upon me
and to faithfully discharge the duties devolving upon me
as mayor of the city of St. James,
as mayor of the city of St. James,
to the best of my judgment and ability,
to the best of my judgment and ability.
so help me God.
Let me go. Thank you. You're up, Donald. You're up.
Oh.
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Don Mackey,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of Minnesota
and the state of Minnesota,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of St. James,
the charter and orders of the city of St. James,
and do faithfully discharge the duties devolving upon me
and faithfully discharge the duties placed upon me
as council member Ward 1 of the city of St. James
as councilman Ward number 1 of St. James,
to the best of my judgment and ability,
to the best of my judgment and ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Raise your right hand. I, Ray Hanfeld Jr.,
I, Ray Hanfeld Jr.,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Minnesota,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of Minnesota, state of Minnesota,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of St. James,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of St. James,
and to faithfully discharge the duties
and to faithfully discharge the duties
devolving upon me as council member Ward 2 of the city of St. James, devolving upon me as council member Ward 2
as council member Ward 2
of the city of St. James,
of the city of St. James,
to the best of my judgment and ability,
to the best of my judgment and ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I didn't get no hot.
Joe, you didn't hurt him. No, you're not, Joe. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for helping. Thanks for coming, Noah. Okay. Consideration for approval of the minutes. Donnie and Don, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
Okay. Motion carries 4-0-1, unanimous. Consent items 5A and B. Any questions?
So moved.
Okay, Paul and Don Gilbertson, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimous. No old business, we'll go to new business, request for waiver of sanitary sewer charges. Sam,
Alright, the request comes from Glenn and Joanne Yucker, 104 Field Drive. They have their own well, they don't have water usage, they just pay the base rate over for the sewer charges. They're going down south for this winter, and they are requesting to not pay even the base rate for the sewer charges. You see in the memo, the staff recommendation is that we deny this request because they're not paying for the usage, and that the base rate is to cover the infrastructure cost to have that available to that. Because during the summer, you don't know what the usage is, and that's just the base rate.
you agree with that, Steve?
Yes, it is.
Here's recommendation.
To deny.
Okay, council? Connie and Ray, any further discussion? Excuse me, to deny that it should not be waived, excuse me. Any further discussion? Not all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried unanimous. 13B, resolution establishing the meeting time and date for council meetings. There's been some, recommendation, or at least consideration being given to change the meeting from 7 PM to 5 PM, so we'd ask for discussion or your thoughts on that and what you would like to do.
What do you think works best for the public?
I think as long as it's after 5 is important, that's after that. Whatever everybody wants is fine.
I have no preference at all. 5:30 is fine with me. I think that would be fine.
Let's hope that we change it, that, we remember that we have a meeting at 5:30 instead of.
Like you and I,
Yeah, I remember a couple years back, we changed the time. I missed one and Mike missed one, just the fact we were sitting at home.
and we only had 4.
So,
Okay,
I don't have any preference, it doesn't make any difference to me.
okay. So then the resolution, if everyone is okay with it, to say 5:30 PM, and then that we, subject, we need a motion to, or excuse me, for pass this resolution setting at 5:30, first and third Tuesday at 5:30 PM here at the community building. We should do some ads and advertisement, put it on our website and on the access channel, changing the time should be known. And if something doesn't work after 2 or 3 months, or if some of the folks want it different, then we'll appease what everyone wants, but it's best for the community. Okay. So I ask your consideration for this resolution 13D.
We'll
Okay, Paul and Brian, thank you. Okay,
Next, we'll move it to 5:30.
yes. Any further discussion? Not all in favor, signify by show of hands. Opposed, resolution passes 5-0 unanimous. 13C, allowing the city clerk treasurer to prepay discount invoice prior to council invest surplus funds at the best practical rate. This again is in resolution form.
So dispense the reading.
Don and Don. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by show of hands. Opposed, resolution passes 5-0 unanimous. Resolution naming the newspaper, but I forgot the name of it. Sam, get your attention.
What?
St. James Plain Dealer is official newspaper for 2017. You seem to be paying attention, Sam.
So moved, dispense with reading.
Don Mackey, Ray Hanfield, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by a show of hands. Opposed? Which way were you? More?
Or, yeah, a little quick on my.
Passes
Draw there.
5-0 unanimous. Okay, 13E, establishing Pioneer Bank, First National Bank, Wells Federal, and Municipal Money Market Fund, and Edward D. Jones, branch of St. James city depositories for city business, excuse me. Again, in resolution.
So moved, dispense with the reading.
Lonnie,
Second, dispense with the reading.
Paul, any further discussion? Not all in favor, signify by show of hands. Opposed, resolution passes 5-0 unanimous. 13F. 13F, resolution establishing incentive program for the sale and development of Mayberry Lot 6th edition, excuse me, Sam.
Yeah, this is the same incentive program that we had in place last year, and we have a potential buyer on that who was requesting if this was gonna be in effect again this year. This is no different than the incentive program that we passed last year, and we recommend, I believe the resolution states it would be effective from January through October.
And that was passed unanimously by our EDA, recommended by the EDA.
Correct.
Okay,
So move, dispense with the reading.
Paul,
Second.
Ray, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by show of hands. Opposed, resolution passes 5-0 unanimous. 13G, resolution amending our resolution for the amendments to this, to our City of St. James employee handbook and personnel policies.
This is just updating the pay scale chart that we had to reflect the cost of living increases that we approved quite a while ago. To coincide with that, and with the sheet paper that you have, near the bottom, with the one change would be to raise Bill Miller's wage up $1 on the sheet that you have in front of you.
It's supposed to have been 15, it shows 14, but the right number is 15. This would also be in resolution form.
So move, dispense with the reading.
Second.
Right? Further discussion? All in favor, signify by show of hands. Opposed, passes 5-0 unanimous. 13H for boards and commissions, and that's in for the following appointments with changes on page 2. Change from the airport commission would be from Don Mackey to Ray Honfeld. And change that in toward the middle of the second page, and also on the cable advisory board, change from Nani to Ray Honfeld. Proposed to change that as the council's consideration to approve the appointments for 2017. Nine.
Second.
Don, Becky, any further discussion? If you notice, we have Jake Wagner is on our EDA, it's appointed for January. He works for, it's Mason. Agent, it's a safety, personnel safety company been with for 10 or 12 years. And he has gracefully said that he would happy to serve on, so he'll be on starting January.
On the police commission, when they meet, do they meet with the personnel committee?
Correct, but not always if we're hired as regular officers, but if for something different, or something controversial comes up, then yes, we meet, correct, yes.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0 unanimous. Authorized personnel committee to hire police officers subject to passing background checks.
I can just add, that's great.
Yeah, Officer David Prismacic turned in his letter of resignation. His last night is the 6th January. He's going to be gone. We've already conducted first round interviews. We've got the field narrowed down to 3. We're asking for permission. The personnel committee's going to meet, I believe, on the 11th and do interviews, and we're asking just that we could hire our first round pick, and then if we wash out, permission to go to the second round. Just get a jump on the timeline is what we're looking for.
Did you advertise all, or did you go out of that pool that you had before?
We go, we advertise on the Pool Sport website, the pool line, that's pretty much like if you're a cop, you're looking for a job, that's where people go. That's what we did.
So outside the pool. What we have. Okay. So we need, motion to authorize that, if so desired.
So move.
Paul and Larry, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimous. Accept the resignation of Dave Christmas, effective what, Rick just said, January sixth. And ask that we can send a letter thanking him, accept his resignation, and a thank you letter to him would be good.
So move.
Second.
Done. Further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimous. Done. Done.
Be sure to order your Sunday best next meeting. Jamie wants to take pictures, so update the website.
Well, your beard. More. Sam? Jason? Mark? Ray? Mark? Rick? And Lou?
We're gonna have the movie Sing this weekend. It's rated PG.
Adam? Okay, that's for a motion to adjourn. Donnie?
Second.
Donnie, thanks everyone for attending. Have a great night. Happy New Year.